By the way, is it just me? Am I the only person who had no fucking idea that Saoirse was Irish? Jesus Christ, what's going on, guys? So, uh, time for another movie review. I finally had the chance to catch this past weekend, and I've been thinking about it nonstop. And honestly, not only did I love this movie, but the movie is so good that it really does not need any spoilers from myself. So this is clearly spoiler free. But let's go ahead and let's just dive in here. This is probably an excellent place to start. But am I looking good in the cams? I am. But so first off, right off the bat, Saoirse Ronan is the main character. And I had no idea that she was Irish, right? I think I've only seen her in that Hannah movie a long time ago. I barely even remember that movie. With her and Eric Bana. But my God, she is monumental in this role. I'm serious. Like, her performance is... I mean, God damn it. I think I might have to nominate Saoirse as... at the current time, my favorite female performance of the year. When I was watching interviews of her Irish self versus her character in this film, the differences are insane. It blows my mind. It's like she literally just somehow became this American Sacramento, California teen, you know? In this film, well, first off, just really quick, do not watch the trailer. Don't do it. No. No. I saw the trailer not too long ago, weeks and weeks back, and totally forgot it. And when I saw the trailer, again, after seeing the film, I was like, no! Don't watch the trailer. Don't watch any trailers. Like, that would be my highest recommendation. If you could go, because there's certain things that you shouldn't know from the trailer, at least in my opinion. If there was ever a movie to go into cold, it would be this one. So I would highly, highly recommend do not watch the trailers. Because, for example, the main trailer spoils this moment so badly. Like, the film opens up with this sequence with Saoirse talking to a certain somebody. And her character refers to herself as Lady Bird, which I thought was fascinating. But this opening conversation and the jarring way that this conversation ends is a perfect just a perfect description visually of Saoirse's character, Lady Bird. Like, it is a perfect introduction to her character, is what I'm trying to tell you. Perfect. Like, and the way that the scene ends is so fucking jarring and striking. I knew immediately, like, oh boy. Just from the ending of the scene alone, I was like, we got something. I'm in for a savory cinematic treat here with this film. And again, shout out to Saoirse's performance, because it is just remarkable how she just becomes another human being. Jesus Christ. And Lady Bird, as she likes to call herself, I think her character name is Christine. She goes to a like a Catholic school, and I guess this film just chronicles like her early, I guess, high school days, towards the end of her high school days or life, you know. And what else? What else do I want to dip into here? God, this movie does such a great job at pulling at the heartstrings, you know. Like when this character is introduced, what's weird is that by the time that he was introduced, they have been telling the story so well with Lady Bird that I was just like, oh no. Hey, motherfucker! Don't you dare! Okay, don't fuck with Christine. Come on now, this woman is precious. Just be easy with this woman's emotions. God damn, you're gonna piss me off. That was my first thought when he was introduced, literally. What else can I say? I love the friendship between these two. Her friend, right there to the left of her. What was her friend's name? I think it was. Well, I'm not sure what her character name was. I know her real life name is Beanie Fieldstein, but yeah, all the performances in this film are convincing. All of them. I just think that the only real standout in this film is Saoirse. I thought killed it. Okay, fantastic, superb, whatever you want to throw at it. She did the best, but everyone was convincing. There was no bad performance. The cinematography is really really striking. It really stands out. Really vibrant photography going on. Like during this moment here, the I just love how the cinematography at times can feel sort of dream like, you know, and it's definitely very visually striking cinematography for sure. I just thought it was very well done. By the way, the chick that she becomes friends with in this moment right here, the person she's swimming next to. First off, fuck that bitch, right? Okay, fuck Lady Bird. What? Anyway, yeah, fuck that bitch. But I gotta say, it's interesting that like the way that Lady Bird becomes connected with this character to the right of her, you know, it's just fascinating. And it brings up another point here. The plot structure is executed perfectly. This is not a very long film. The film it has a very brisk pacing, but despite the fast pace, there's so much character development. There's so many emotionally resonating scenes just stuffed into this film, just elegantly, right? And the director, what's her name? Greta Gerwig, I believe is her name. I think this is her directorial debut. Holy shit! One thing I was afraid of, because when I first saw the trailer, I was just kind of like, I don't know. The trailer or trailers really didn't do anything for me. I was just like, what is this? Ellen Page, Juno 2.0 or some shit. Like, I don't know. But I'm telling you, this movie is phenomenal. I'm telling you, this movie is like literally light years from any trailer or trailers that will come out for this film. I don't know that a trailer can honestly do a film like this justice. But yeah, she just did an extraordinary job directing this thing. I love the pacing of this film. And I also love that the film seems to kind of slow down a bit in the third act, which I thought was rather brilliant too. Let's see, what else can I say? There's just so many, like the humor in this movie is very, I don't know. There's a very like deadpan humor going on in this film. The humor here is not that far off from like the humor that you were, or the comedy that you would find in like say Donald Glover's at Atlanta, right? That was on FX, you know. And this moment right here, with Saoirse was saying, was cracking my ass up. But another brilliant thing about this film is that this film, the passage of time is dealt with very uniquely, you know. There's never a sequence in this film where like you see Saoirse walking down the street and, you know, on the bottom of the screen we see a font that says 2001 November 14th or something like that. That never happens. You know, the film is very loose with the way it handles time. For example, there's one sequence where Saoirse, she's talking to a character and she was like, yeah, you know, that's what happened when I was younger. And I remember just being like, but when you were younger, but I was like, Lady Bird, the moment that you were referencing happened just a few scenes ago. Like, wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? What do you mean? Are you talking about during those few scenes? Like whole years? Like whole years went by? What? Like it just, the way it handles time is brilliant like that. And there's just so many moments that I think are just truly unforgettable. Like this this moment here where she's experiencing happiness. I was just like, this is not gonna end well, is it? Or is it? You know. And I gotta say, this is one of the first coming of age films I've seen in a long time where I actually related a lot to Lady Bird. There's so many instances with her parents or with romance. I was like, God damn, this is. I've ran into those exact situations. Like where is it? Where is it? This moment right here. Oh my God. Where Lady Bird is talking to a certain somebody, and she says, Lady Bird, she says something like I know you want the best out of me, but you know, you want me to be my best self, but what if what you're saying right now is the best version of me? And I remember just being like, God damn, shit. There's some philosophically deep moments in this film like that, and this movie does a great job of coming full circle. You know how in Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy, how there's a sequence where Bruce Wayne, as a little kid, he falls through the well. His father rappels down, and he's just like, Bruce, why do we fall? And then The Dark Knight Rises, Bruce is stuck in that big ass pit that's very similar to the well. Coming full circle. The start and the end of this film does that, but there's many moments within the film where we have full circle moments, which is unusual. For example, like there's a song. That's kind of spoilers. Well, there's a song that Lady Bird and a certain friend of hers would listen to, and when scenes flip by and you hear that song again, it's just like, God damn, what the fuck, what a perfect callback to that character, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow, even though there's not that many scenes with said friend character of Lady Bird, but like you were able to create such an emotional response out of me just by playing this song, This film is brilliant, man. I thought it was fantastic. This moment right here really struck a chord with me. I've had real moments like this with my own family. It's kind of insane. This was a moment that really just really fucking destroyed me. I almost had to look away from watching this scene right here because I've been there. I've been there. And I think one thing that's pretty brilliant about this film is that I don't know how you could not in some way relate to this film or to any of these characters. Like, I would be blown away if someone walked away from this film being like, I've never experienced anything like that, Another stroke of brilliance from the director's point of view. This scene was particularly difficult to watch right here. I was just like, some people are just assholes, you know what I'm saying? Some people just need to be shot. Fuck them. Fuck those dirty bastards. What else can I say? I think, by the way, just random, but shout out to this dude, totally spacing on his name, but his performance was just goddamn wonderful. Okay, there's a sequence with him crying where I was just like, Jesus Christ, this man is really acting in this bitch. Good Lord. Oh yeah. Shout out to these two. I won't even get into who they are, but shout out to them. I thought they were dealt with so fantastically. They were just executed so well in the plot, like they were used just enough, and like even my family, there's all kinds of interracialness mixed into my family, there's you know, there's white people in my family, there's black people in my family. I think on one side there's like some Asians. Anyway, moving on. And I thought that this was like such a shattering moments right here. Just felt so bad for this dude, you know. Nobody should have to. Nobody should have to go through that, you know. It just, you know. And I thought the film did fantastically with like foreshadowing. Like think about the fucking subtle yet fantastic use of foreshadowing during this sequence. It's just brilliant. The movie is brilliant. I loved it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's a 10 out of 10. In my opinion, this is a masterpiece. The ending was just so poignant and so haunting. It just left me speechless. And another thing about this film is that it's not like this. It's just not like, oh, okay, well, this is a romance film. No, it's definitely a coming of age. But in a way, it is a love story. But not in the way that you're thinking. It's really, this movie is really a love story about these people right here, the family. Daughter, mother, father. It's a love story about them. It's just not something you see every day. So no, this is not just simply Juno 2.0. This is his own identity. It just so happens to be driving a vehicle that seems familiar when you squint at it. But when it drives by, you're like, whoa, that is different. I think it's a masterpiece, in my personal opinion. It's a 10 out of 10, and it totally fucked up my whole top 10 list. It's I think this is an extraordinary achievement. Unfortunately, the director is never gonna see this, but I wish that she would see this video because she really touched me with this film, and I think it deserves to be seen by everyone. This is not some boring, generic blah blah blah. It's actually rather fantastic. But if you've had a chance to see this film, let me know your thoughts down below. And if you enjoyed this review, definitely make sure to smash that like button and subscribe as well. I'm about to get out of here. So you know the drill. It's time for me to get to work. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this film down below.